play the Jets.
Well, and I think it's interesting too because you're making two changes here. It's not just that you've taken Artis off of the Duelist, but then you're going from the Raze to the Jet too. Really feels like there are some fundamental things that they feel like are being addressed by this change.
Yeah, I think the first thought I have when I'm looking at this change is Victor was one of the guys who was very comfortable on this map against Leviathan. So let's see if he can still maintain that comfortability against tens of all people.
Oddly enough, as soon as you say that, he takes some spray, but it's actually Artis who draws first blood.
And this was a role he was playing for the team at Lock-In. This Killjoy, he is so flexible, so comfortable to go for these picks that the team requires of them. And it's interesting that we're going straight up against Sentinels here in the second week because Sentinels has led towards comfortability where NRG is asking their players to be uncomfortable.
NRG trying to find a couple of other openers, and they are. I mean, the defenses of Sentinels have essentially crumbled here on the site, and Def may be trying to make a swing back at things. But it's just not going to matter. It's
that
not
was
gonna be
quick.
enough. Yeah.
That Trailblazer from FNF is 3 orbs off, so look to funnel him potentially a kill. And look for him to die to the players of NRG. But for NRG, they're trying to funnel orbs to, I believe it should be Crashes here or Artis. But neither of them actually taking frontal fights right now. Oh. There's a big flank, a pinch attempt here from Victor.
Here.
What the Sentinels players want to do is die to spike without any, except for Def maybe. But they're coming in from the backside. They might even find all the kills. And Finesse is committing to the site for... The Tens is positioned all the way up in B. They threw a high tide instead of a cascade this time to cover both B and Mound. So same effect over by Mound, but it allows Tens to get into this position very safely. So Zekin and Tens, the double duelist duo of this team. And NRG's been pivoting. There for the first time you see a Trailblazer that doesn't get a stun for Finesse.
Toxin screen down.
And it's left Def on an island.
He does have Reckoning, and he is playing pretty far back.
So ideally to be playing retake. Wait for his team to actually regroup, and the door is visible now to them. On the mini-map with the 50 seconds left, Artis doesn't have the spike. One off his lockdown though. This is a fast flood before the spike's even tapped, before the spike's even out of tree.
You're absolutely right. Are they going to be able to handle the chaos? Sam dancing around the smoke is concealing so much, and Ten's dropped right into his lap. NRG able to get 2. You still have Def close by. Playing and drop. Position now revealed. They've got them trapped. They've got them trapped in the side, and NRG may be perfectly okay with that.
Spammable with 15 seconds.
You just have no idea that that's where the plan is. Now he knows. Saucy's still patient.
Portuguese mode activated.
It's just them two in this 2v5. That would be outrageous. Now Saucy's left by himself. He's got a Phantom. He's tucking tail. He's getting out of there.
Not quite powerful enough, but that flood failed miserably. I think it was Zekin literally fell onto Victor's lap. He caught him. And Tens is back turn that flashed it.
There's Tens, that first shot just narrowly missing. It seems like they want to NP, and they don't go the doorway too.
Look at Victor. He's always on such a good path. Dashing towards heaven, smoking it off, and then clearing the doorway. So while they lost key pieces of initiation utility, they pulled all the rotates off, and now they've got a pit down.
Oh, Finesse once again. He's going to get another kill where he's just able to drop a couple of bullets into the back of someone's head. His positioning has been excellent.
And that's the cue as well for Victor to take the space A main so he can get away from this lockdown. They're going to push it.
They just don't have much control on the extremities either.
Can they even get to some in time? No, they've got to go for the spike here.
And even if they do, you still have Victor who's on the flank. You've got Finesse who's creeping around the corner as well.
Nobody tapped. Nobody
Tom's
tapped.
back up. Zekin's back down.
There's no time anymore.
No.
That's confusing there from Sentinels, I have to say. Not a single person even going for the tap. I'm wondering if there's mollies going off that I just didn't see.
Finesse has gifted another. I think you're right. They're able to get onto the site very effectively, and I think once again, you know, we've touched on this a little bit, but they're being proactive in their controlling of the elsewhere on the map, right? They aren't just satisfied with controlling the site or controlling choke points or controlling pinches elsewhere on the map. That's just causing so many fits for Sentinels here.
And it's piecewise too. It's step by step on everything that they're doing. Even when Artis gets on the site, they're still trying to check all the boxes. Slowing down, waiting for each other. It's very disciplined. This is a huge shift And maybe it's just comfort against the teams they're familiar with. They've been the kings of NA for so long at this point.
Could be that. It could be role changes. Who knows? Whatever it is, it's working. Much more than we saw last time.
And it's different looks too. Samus joined up with Victor here. He's going to easily receive 10s, although he's got knives. Oh!
Oh, I thought he was going to land the second. Had that been a sheriff, maybe. But no. 2v2 here. Seeker's dropped. Second still has the op. So, there's just not a lot of time here.
No more mollies.
The molly's there. Crashy's having to hold it back, but he cannot.
What a pickup there from Sentinels. There's that
Get out with
frag.
a shorty of his own. They don't really have time to pivot anywhere else. They're gonna have to commit to B. And you see them both. Vipers passing right by one another. Crashy's patiently waiting and rewarded for it. Now finesse once again. Oh, he may have gotten up a bit too far. No.
I've got your trail.
Beautiful round again from NRG. The war of the brains is, I mean, especially when you look at that kill from Crashy's on Asasi coming out of that pit. He set that up. They set that up for him so long at the beginning of the round. Victor activates his dash and stays on the angle after he gets cleared by the Trailblazer. And there finally uses it. I like that. How much longer he saves his dash, how he doesn't actually need to use his smoke there. You can see the optimization there from Victor, slightly better than the protocol out of 10s. But will it matter? They've got a tree set up here. We did not really see this sort of thing from Sentinels, but Spike's on the other side of the map. Def's high tide coming back up. They just cycled the wall, doors being popped open as well. But the Trailblazer cleared so much just then, down from stairs. It's only 3 players here against Crashies.
30 seconds left.
Is that gonna be enough? Drops the first molly, still has the second. And just in the nick of time, Finesse seems like he's showing up. Artist is too. The rotation top to trot, not far behind.
Here.
Good molly there for Crashies to keep the push back. 10s definitely wanted to go for it. They're still gonna go for it.
Flash forward, Crashy's dancing around the cloud burst, and Tens was blind. They may have gone up just a bit too far. Now starting to back up and fight for control of the site. You see them white-knuckling their way to try to keep them back. But the energy flood trying to funnel through. Victor getting one back. 3v3 here for the rest of the side. Artist spraying through as Victor's gotten the third.
Enemy remaining.
Fourth.
1 HP.
They want it.
Huge round from Victor. I don't know where that came from. It just came out of spawn and that they walked back through waterfall after clearing it. But either way, it is Sasi and Penkata to combine to clean up this round. He's explosive. He really is. You've been seeing a lot of multi-kills for him on this new role. Not playing the initiator that he normally is. And he's playing fantastic. One of the biggest questions for the Sentinel squad after last week was, are the champions on this team going to step back up to champion level form with the new rules? They've got a lot to learn.
Deep harbor wall. They're gonna dash forward. Crashies is there, and he's ready, and he's waiting, and he gets one that was free.
That was an accident.
Yeah.
Penkata goes down by accident. He was vulnerable and decayed through that orb. And the spray that actually was taking down 10s. Oh gosh. Whoa. A wild jump peek from Finesse.
It was wide. He was so wide.
I think the reason he survived might have been how wild that was.
Yeah. Def getting the spike down. Sentinels still have a shot at this. They're just down 1, and they have the pit now.
They can't really play this. They're playing underneath, and that's a little scary because those guys can walk up and negate the near sight.
Look at that wall. You have a wall protecting the pit. So many layers that NRG are gonna have to get through. Flash getting one. They're waiting, they're patient. Now they start to flood out. Victor getting one with the blades, but he's weak. And Second getting 2 with the spam. It's a 1v1, but Victor's 1 HP.
Okay, it's coming back.
Yeah, it's back. The flash is good though from Zekin.
Because of that flood, they lost track of where all the players were coming back out of. That smoke from 10s as well. It's going great.
This has the potential to be chaotic. Look at how far up NRG are on C. Sentinels once again wanting to fight with the paranoia. Oh Oh my gosh, it's a disaster. It's a disaster.
Spike
That is
down, attacker
so
spawn.
cool from Victor and Psalm. The paranoia deafens them. And Victor goes for the updraft dash. They have no way to track that while deaf.
Toxin screen
You
down.
have to hear the audio cues of those updrafts. And he gets the disgusting flank off with just a classic, mind you.
Poison orb emitting.
And a huge round out from NRG. Again, in a situation where they didn't have a ton of buys. You alluded to the classic previously. Crashies has a stinger. They're able to scoop up some of the weapons. Now Victor and Finesse having rifles. Psalm as well.
And more layers to that too while we have a second. They tap that orb, expecting the trap there from Tens to peek through the one-way and try to challenge the player with the orb. And once that trap is triggered, that's when the paranoia comes
30
in.
seconds
Sentinels is
left.
trying to group to receive the anti-eco push. Battle of the brains continue.
Yeah, that's a telestrator play right there.
That is,
Yeah.
that one was a lot of fun. They're gonna continue 15 seconds. They got all the guns already, so happy to chase down Saucy.
Perhaps get another rifle. Artist was the only one, and yeah, he's gonna get something. Now landing the shot with the up.
Surviving every time though. Keel's coming back up. Saucy.
Oh, he's getting so far up, and he walks right into the shorty barrel.
The game sense from Victor is insane right now with those shorties.
Only a couple of members left for Sentinels on A, and it feels like they're spread a little thin. What's the cue for NRG to go? Where do they pounce? Zekin already falls. Death
Player
able to
standing.
take one with him, but that's all it is. And it would be an outrageous play out from Pankala for him to pull that off, but he cannot. Sam's going to get the defuse. NRG are going to get to 12. It's the Trailblazer that's getting Victor into an aggressive spot.
Remember, he flanked last time too. He's gonna go for it.
Oh, what a shot!
Might just be a game-ending pick right there. Def the Harbor. It's so much more difficult. Saucy's already committed his wall. The strengths of this comp are with having the ability to pivot.
And now they don't. What else do you have to provide cover? And now the Blade's online.
Psalm has to stay on this fake. He cannot bite on the B fake right now.
He's patient. And they're creeping right by him. The alarm bot gives the positioning away. Artist walks into his death, but Psalm's trying to hold the line.
Down. C. I got the spike.
Tens comes in, uptrash to trade that. I'm not even sure that Pankata was going to be in the position to do so himself.
Second once again to receive, and he does.
My ult
But I don't
ready.
know that he's expecting the second.
Yeah, he is.
Should give it away, though.
Found.
Confirming his suspicions, the flash to swing around, and Crashies was a dead man walking.
If you don't want to go through the big queue of opening the door itself, I think there's about 10 seconds left on the spike, so plenty of time to hunt, 15 total maybe. And 1 second, even if he dies here, you have Tens who has the opportunity of chasing this down.
He knows.
2
How aggressive does
seconds.
Tens go?
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the top to help out. Instantly door triggered. Victor not gonna get a shot. You have so many members of NRG here. You've got Song close by, Finesse getting info with his Trailblazer, and you still have that op you have to take care of.
Again, lines of sight blocked over and over from Victor. He's trying to be dynamic. Trying to get into better positions every time. But when you're starting off all the way back, you saw the success of the last round was because he started way forward. Unexpectedly. Now, he's almost neutered entirely right.
Third tap of the door, if I'm not mistaken. It's just Tens. Fourth now.
Oh, no! Whoa!
Oh
No!
gosh.
Still gets the kill. It's not the end of the world, but definitely a little bit of an issue there from Psalm.
Spike planted.
Three gonna funnel in from the defender's side, and Tens was far up. Artist takes care of him. Numbers NRG here, but Spike ticking away, and it has for a little while now. They're gonna have to move forward with some pace. Dev not able to get the second. It's all on Pankala. Finesse on the tap. He's gonna get it to half. No, but that Molly's gonna help. It's gonna buy some time. The spam out. He's gotta land these shots on Crashies now, and he cannot. The defuse is going to come through, and Sentinels gave a run at it, but NRG close out Lotus 13-10.
Defenders win. Of our sober. The pack.
Scary moment there. As Sam almost didn't even get the first one, but they're going to take that, fix whatever issue happened to him.